And all we're going to do is that we're going to put this over here so you guys can see. So it's going to look like mud, right? It's going to look like mud. And we want to get this all completely mixed. All that soap should be coated with sriracha. Coated in salt. That was that thing.
I'm coming!
I have no idea. I have no idea. I have all that turned off, and I don't know how that's happening. This is why technology frustrates the heck out of me. All right, so here we go. You guys can see how crumbly this is, but this is very moist. So if I were to put this into, say, a nice jar to gift to somebody, right? Now, granted, we have a lot of salt in here that acts as a preservative, and we also have the vinegar from the sriracha that's going to act as a preservative, but you can still get mold growth, and we don't want that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put this, okay, how do I disable blurp so I can get this thing figured out? We're going to spread this out, and we're going to keep zapping this in the microwave at 1 minute interval. Oh, that's just a crease in the pan, in the plate. At 1 minute intervals. And that's going to actually start taking the moisture out. Now, normally what I do is I would put this into about well, I do a lot of, when I do these, I mainly do them in the dehydrator, and I'll set them for about 150 to 165 degrees and just let them keep going. You guys put it up there. You guys, that's it. You guys see you have a man in the background. Throw up that emote, guys. Anybody who's a follower's got that emote. That is the mustache man. So we're going to put this in here. Let's see what happens. Of course, he's going to come in here wanting to heat up his lunch, and I'm over here trying to cook salt. Oh, you guys, remember when I told you I was crocheting something? I was doing a little project. The only thing is one of the things that I need to finish this project won't be in until Friday, and I won't be here. Never wants it. Yeah, he just doesn't. He just doesn't. That is Mr. Canara. Yeah. That is Mr. Canara. That's Derek. He's a handsome gent. I'll keep him. Show him your t-shirt. Look at his t-shirt. Remember, he's a bluegrass banjo picker. It's a cat playing a banjo. Isn't that cute? I thought that was adorable. I thought that was adorable. Hello. Well, I've got the rose. Oh, tell it like Julia was redeemed. There we go. Okay. So what we're doing now is we're taking our salts and we're infusing them with additional flavors, and this makes our wonderful. Okay, real quick, was that a bits thing? I gotta figure out how to turn this off. That is driving me bonkers.
Can I use microwave
No.
now?
How do can I turn it? I can't even turn. Can I turn it off in the thingy? Can I turn it off in the thingy? I've been to Hawaii. Derek and I went to Hawaii. Derek and I went to Hawaii many, many moons ago, and we stayed in Maui. It was for our anniversary. One of our milestone anniversaries. And that was neat. Absolutely beautiful. We were out there swimming and doing some snorkeling, and some turtles came by. We didn't touch them, though. You're not supposed to touch them, so we didn't touch them. But it's neat to watch them in there. Yeah, but can I turn off blurp while I'm streaming? That's when I would like to visit Kauai. I think that's where my sister goes when they go over there. He works for a big pool company, so they get to go over there a lot more than we do. Then you call Chuck Norris and his crew. And see, that's okay for me because we're not, oh, Lori, hello. We're not big nighttime. We don't go out partying. We don't go out dancing. He doesn't like to dance. All right, so this is starting to look a little drier. And this is best if done on a paper plate. is what they said. I don't know why. I need you to come check your stuff so I can get this back in there in a little bit. And we want to make sure this is dry. But I can still feel moisture. It feels like moist sand right now. Not wet sand, but moist sand.
Order! Order! Zen! Restraint!
So let's go to my extensions. Visit my extensions. And settings. I don't know how to turn this off. Can somebody tell me how to turn blurp off? Do I just have to uninstall it? Because I can just uninstall it, but that should remove that one. That should remove that one. It'll remove that one channel point redemption was. So is anybody here familiar with blurp? What do you need? Oh, you're watching that stuff there? Oh, I wonder if that would work. That would be cool if that worked. Yeah, but I can't stand those sounds. They really bug me. They really, really bug me. And that's what they told me, is that once I set up the bits one, that I'm able to control which sounds can be played with bits and which ones can't. And I want those taken out. I want those completely removed. Because they're not fun. They're not fun. This smells sriracha-y. It's not stinky, it smells like sriracha. It smells like sriracha. Well, he's heating up. He's heating up his stuff. Yeah, the jump scares, not a fan of at all, because of, to me, I think they're dangerous. I think they're very dangerous. So I don't know. I said what I don't know is if I uninstall the extension right now, which I can easily do. It's no big deal. I can uninstall it. I can reinstall it later. If I uninstall the extension, will it actually remove it from a live stream? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to find out. Oh, especially when you're working with knives and hot stuff. I saw one streamer. Now this was before I was streaming. This is when I was just watching streams, trying to see like what I like. And I knew right then and there when I saw this happen to this woman, right then and there I was like, I will never have a jump scare in my stream because of this. She was pouring molten hot sugar. And somebody triggered a jump scare. And I guess she thought that, oh, nobody will do this when I'm doing something dangerous. And she poured hot boiling sugar over her hand. Her stream had to end. She had to go to the hospital. So it was like, I slapped him around a bit. No slapping, no slapping. And that's when I was like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. So as this dries, I don't know if this will show up in here. So this is what I've stirred. But you can see it starting to get a little bit lighter versus the darker. And it breaks up real easily. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to keep zapping this. And this is going to be our spicy salt. This is so easy to do. This is how easy these salts are to make. It just takes a little bit of time, just cut stuff up. I dehydrated some. We're going to do these as well. Oh, please. I'm going to leave that one sit there. I dehydrated some rosemary. So we're going to do some rosemary salt. I put these in the oven at about 275 for about 40 minutes, and you'll know they're done when you just roll it and they just pop right off the stem. So see if I take this one here, right? You don't have to pull them down. You just have to roll this between your fingers and they just come right off. Oh, change the pantry to red. There we go. I see that now. We can go to red. Boop. It'll stay on red till somebody changes it, or if we go back to multi. I poured hot sugar on my hand before. That to me is just, oh, that would be horrible. And burns are horrible because they take forever to heal. So we want to make sure that we get all the stems out. We don't want any of these little hard stems. Gonna get rid of this. Sticky napalm. Do you know, okay. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna ask you guys. I think at all times in our lives, whether we're kids, whether we're adults, it doesn't matter when, we always think of what would be the easiest way to pass on and what would be the worst way to pass on, okay? Anything involving pain obviously would be the worst way to pass on. But I remember thinking, I was watching a movie, it was one of like not like Sinbad, but you know the ones that have like the claymation and stuff, like with like the dinosaurs or monsters or whatever, and one of them fell into a volcano with lava, and I went, that'd be the quickest way. Do you have a rainbow setting? What's a rainbow setting? I want a rainbow setting. Shelly's, how are you doing? Nice to see you today. Rosemary salt, put it in mason jars. Oh, see, that's beautiful, Shelly's. And it's such a good flavor. It is such a delicious flavor. Whenever I make a dish that calls for like fresh rosemary, I only put in half of what the recipe calls for because he doesn't care for rosemary. All the colors at once. Well, that's the one that does my flashing one. It's going through all the blue, the red, the green, the purple, the orange, and stuff like that. There's some other lights I want to get, some different lights I want to get. Maybe I'll put those up as a goal, and I'll put all like the bits to that goal. Oh, my trash can's not even over here, or something. Is to get different lights that I can actually hook up to the Wi-Fi, I think, and then you guys could do channel points and redeem them, and it would change the colors. Not like that. Enlighten me. Enlighten me. No, they're on, right now they're on as red. I don't know if you guys can see. It's harder to see it when it's light up, but right now they're lit up as red. I don't have any lights up here, so it is darker up there. But if I do it like that. Can I see the remote? This is the remote. I have quick, slow, auto, flash, fade 7. That's the one I normally use where it goes through all of them. It goes to like 7 colors. These don't do anything. These don't do anything at all. And then it's red, the variance is green. Does that make sense? Oh, I am certain tech has actually put me in tears. Tech has actually put me in tears. So this is our, this is our, you can see how dry this is, right? Now, if you want to use the fresh rosemary, you can take the fresh rosemary, you can chop it up super fine. You can use a like a little mini food processor. You can mix your salt with it and then just let it air dry for about 24 to 48 hours. That'd be totally fine. Thank you for that hydrate. We have a community challenge, Bells. Yeah, we have a community challenge. Cherry, Cherry, no, bad Cherry. Mods aren't allowed to donate right now. We'll let that one sneak in. We'll let that one sneak in. I have to teach stuff. Oh, I'm telling you, I can't. I was trying to figure out the blurb. I spent 6.5, almost 7 hours on it one day, 2 hours the next day, and nope. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, there. I'm just making sure I get all these stems out because these stems, they're very hard to eat. And what I'm going to do with these, we're going to pop this. It's the quickest way to chop these little bad boys up. We're going to pop these in. We're going to pop these into here, and I'm going to just pulverize them. And then we're going to start working on some lime zest. Now, if you have a spice grinder, you can use a spice grinder for these, which is just a coffee grinder. I just want to see if it would actually work inside here. Minnie Mama even coming in and putting in points. I am doomed. I am doomed. That just throws them around. So now we know. Now we know not to use the mini food processor. I should just stick with the ones I know. So we're gonna put them into a coffee grinder. Now, that just had black pepper in there. I don't care if that's in there. When you do things like 2023 is gonna be awesome. I'm trying to figure out so many different things to do for the stream, as well as get our stream out there and get people to see the stream, important people to see the stream.
Can I take your stuff off?
Yeah. Whew. All right, there we go. Perfection. Now let's do our next salt. Now this is a dry salt. The other thing you can do with this, if you want to, you can add some lemon zest. I'm trying to get 1 or 2 sponsors involved in the stream. That's what I'm hoping to do. So I need to figure out a way to get some photographs of me done, as well as get my media kit put together. Miss Pantry Elf, hello, how are you doing today? Pantry, do you still have your gingerbread village up? I've been telling so many people about that. That is such a neat thing. Such a neat thing. Happy New Year, Collins. I've got the hiccups, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I need these sponsors to understand that I support their products 110%. I use their products on stream a lot. And so yeah, I figure we need to show them that we're legit. We're legit. Okay, so this one is our rosemary salt. So this one we're just gonna mix in. Do we want to put some lemon zest in here? I think that might be kind of tasty if we put, I've got a couple lemons up here. We can put some, I might as well get these limes out because I know I'm going to need these too. All right. Are we ready? There we go. There was a tragedy with the village. No. There was an accident. Was the accident's name Buddy? That's what I want to know. Oh, you guys, you guys want to see the art signal of the humanity? I've heard that if you're going to build a gingerbread house, you need to build it without the butter and stuff in it so that it will stay firm. Lurking, oh, I will let you lurk. By the way, when Lori says, take down Christmas, for you and me, that means remove the decorations from the living room, the mantle, and maybe some things on the dining room table. For Lori, that means remove the Christmas tree and the decorations in the living room, remove the Christmas tree and the decorations up the stairs, on the landings, in the other rooms. She goes all out. It is awesome. Now, we are going to be doing a garlic pepper infused, which is called house seasoning. And that's a seasoning I use all the time on my prime rib. Foolproof prime rib. Yeah, see? Lori's like, yep. How many trees did you put up this year? And what is the most amount of trees that you've put up? I don't put up Christmas decorations. Hey, oh, here we go. Only because it's just Derek and I, and they're in the attic up above the, not outside, but you gotta go in, and it's just a pain in the hiney to get to them. And I need to get a new tree. Only 2 this year, normally 5. Oh, I was gonna guess 6. I thought it was 6. Now you're going to get clumps, right? You need to make sure that you break up these clumps. If you have to, you can put them into a mortar and pestle and just pound them. But you've got to get those clumps out, because those clumps, when you go to salt something, it's going to be a big clump of salt. But this is dry. This feels pretty good. So what I'm going to do, try to get those clumps up to the top. My mom always took ours down. My mom starts taking Christmas decorations down Christmas Day. She puts them up December 1st, and Christmas Day, normally when it's under normal circumstances, when we're all able to, to get there together. Who just came in with a follow? Moonlight's Flower, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. What's weird is that why is it not showing up on here? Butter, yes. Baking soda, no. Okay, so it's the baking soda that makes it kind of fluffy. Gotcha. Did not know that. Oh, now it just popped up for me. Okay, so we have a little bit of a lag. Okay, well, I got you. I got you. That's not a problem. All right. I want to make sure that there's nothing that's going to... It'll take me a couple of weeks to get it all down, but it looks so beautiful, doesn't it? I'm going to see if I can get these. I was like, where did I put the... I'm just going to kind of go in here and kind of... All I'm doing is I've just put these into a small mortar, and I'm just going to go through and kind of break up those big clumps. I usually take mine down halfway through January. My mother-in-law, if my mother-in-law had had her druthers, she would have left them up all year long. That woman loved. JC Santiago, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. Happy New Year, guys. Welcome into the channel. All right. Now these are not going to go into a shaker. These are salts that you're designed to pick up and, and sprinkle as a finishing salt over your dishes.